This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and there's an Instagram account out there who is really hitting Marilyn Manson hard. They've got some audio clips claiming it's him. Now, on this channel, I played those clips, and about half the people said it didn't sound like him. But also, on this Instagram account, they've got stories about him and the abuse. Apparently, there's no police reports, medical records, videos, things like that, but they've got plenty of stories, and I want to go over some of those, and they've got some memes, so it just got me thinking about the overall attitude of how they're taking this. And a lot of it seems like anger to me. Somebody online said if it comes out Marilyn Manson did this, somehow there's proof, they'll accept it. I feel the same way. Right now, I feel there's not enough evidence, but I'll accept it if it comes out. So, let's take a look at this account. This is the account here. Her name is Annie Jana Abrams, and I'm going to get more into the story in the week because there's a lot to get into here, but I just want to point out that if you're actually claiming Marilyn Manson's an abuser, do you really want these memes like that? Making fun of him? Making a joke? I mean, look, it's no big thing, but I personally think if I was actually saying someone was an abuser, I'd just stay very serious about it. And she says, there's a very real and very crushing sensation that victims quite often feel. It's called happiness guilt. It's somewhat similar to survivor's guilt. You may feel a brief moment of joy, but then when you catch yourself, you are overcome by guilt. Know that you're not alone, and this is perfectly normal. Don't let guilt curtail your happiness. Easier said than done. I know, I'm already back to bummer mode. It comes and goes, but knowing that it's normal helps so much. Excuse me, but knowing that it's normal helps so much. That's a better way to read it. Okay. Pass it on to whoever needs to hear it. This is a form of survival too. Next time my abuser tries to get me, slander me, and shame me, I'll just think of this image and the mountain of Kathleen bars in front of him. So okay, I mean look, everybody's different, and if you take abuse in the way where you want to make fun of the person, put out some, silly meme, maybe. But I just feel like I wouldn't act like this. I feel like I'd go to the cops, I'd do the legal stuff, I'd tell my close friend. I'm not sure I'd throw all this stuff out there online. That's all I'm saying. So this person here actually says Marilyn Manson abused her. She's a random commenter and follower of this person, as far as I know. God, this brings back so many memories of what I experienced with him. He never lets you speak or even get a word in. It's all centered around him and what a victim he is, or what terrible things people did to him. He has the world at his feet. He can get all the help he needs, yet he never did. He just continued to abuse people over and over again, then brag about it as if it were some joke in public and interviews. He disguises his hatred, prejudice, misogyny, violence, and other issues with humor, blurring the lines to whoever he is speaking with at the time. This is how he can get off the hook, so to speak. Oh, I was joking. Don't be so serious. It's part of the Manson persona. He has been this way since 1995 at least. When he started abusing me after I just turned 16, he is a seriously sick person. So, here's the thing. All the things this person said, I could figure out for myself about Marilyn Manson on the surface. She's not really saying anything that makes me go, wow, how did this person know that? A lot of this is repetitive. Now, he does have a violent side, and I've been watching some of his older video clips, interviews, and he says some pretty sketchy things. That's why it is absolutely different from Johnny Depp and that case. That's why I'm open to the fact he might have done it. But all I'm saying is to prove that absolutely, airtight, beyond the shadow of a doubt, we need a little bit more than confessions like this. And I think I could have written something like this. Because again, it's repeating information that she's getting from the other people accusing Marilyn Manson. Okay, so that's what I got for now. And I wanted to point out in this video mostly that some of these confessions are kind of repetitive, and a lot of them have surface information you can get from Manson from reading other confessions and also watching interview clips of his. And yes, he does say some pretty sketchy things, I have to admit. I'm not trying to act like he's totally clean and there's no suspicion or anything. But since we do have the Amber Heard case under our belt, I think all of our standards for evidence are a little bit higher now. And so far, I heard there's pictures, but I haven't seen them. And pictures need to be dated, and pictures also need to be in context. So somebody told me there's pictures of like whip marks on someone's back, but I don't know who did it to them, when they took those pictures, who took those pictures, if they're real. I mean, unfortunately, photo evidence has to be dated and video evidence has to be dated and in context. So that's why medical reports are really important, because if you go to a doctor and they take pictures with a medical report, that's not faked. That's a doctor saying, yes, I took this on this date, this is real. So there you go. Same thing with the police reports. Police will also take pictures, I hear, so that's real. That's why those two things are very important. If they're just like pictures someone took in their apartment, he did this, I don't know, just saying. Even pictures and videos need to be in context. Again, like the fight that Amber Heard and Johnny Depp had was in context to what he was saying that she was doing, and you could hear all kind of things she's admitting around it. People say that these are two different cases, but you can absolutely use things from the Depp vs. Heard case to say, hey, this is what real evidence looks like. Hey, this is what a real abuser looks like. So even though they're separate cases, I think people mean to say that Depp and Manson are two separate people, but abuse cases are ultimately similar. There's an abuser, there's a victim, so it's not like you can just separate them. They're apples and oranges and day and night. They're just dealing with two different personality types. You guys, of course, let me know what you think down below. Having a busy-ass week, doing one video a day, maybe sneaking in two. So many topics, and I'm not getting to all of them, of course. But next week, I'll be doing more live streams, getting more topics. And if you're watching now, you got a ramble. And if you want to click subscribe, that would be nice. You'll get more rambles. You'll also get videos, and you'll get a very honest personality who sometimes makes mistakes and leaves them for the hell of it, because why not? We're done. See you next time.